Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with some more Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've not played this game for about 3 months, 2 months. So, yeah, since the last episode, keep that in mind. I've kind of forgotten what happened. I remember there was, we were at our village, can't remember what it was called, and then this foreign army came and took over, or basically started killing everyone in a way to escape, and now we ended up at this fortress place. Drunkenness, alcohol begins to act gradually, giving you bonuses on speech, vitality, charisma and strength, although if you overindulge, the after effects can be less than pleasant. Cool. Anyway, here we are. Don't remember the frame rate being this bad. I mean, I remember it wasn't like the most optimal, but there you go. Anyway, hold there. What are we doing? What are we doing? I've forgotten what all the buttons are. What does Q do? Q does nothing. I, inventory. So here we can look at our inventory. We can look at our quests. So our current quest is run! Exclamation mark. These are all the quests that we've done. And the one that we've not done, I'm guessing, is the one in red. I suppose I should talk to Sir Robard and find out what he wants me to do now. So let's go and find Sir Robard. If we open the map that no longer takes 40 years to open. I'm guessing that's where we are that. And then the B is where we need to go, so... Or the E? B, E. That'll be him down there. Right, let's just have a look around. As I said, I don't remember the frame rate being this bad, but it's a graphically intensive game. Right, hold there.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal?
Sounds good.
Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Oh, okay. Is that it? You just push me out of the way. You learned Sir Division of Tamriel. Okay, whatever. So now what? Objective, go with... Oh, we've got to go with him. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons.
He had a fine reputation.
Oh, okay.
It's a great loss.
So, where's the food? Oh, that was it. We just had to follow him.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honoured.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad.
Cringy young man, more like.
No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be?
I just eaten lunch, so
After
I'm
everything
fine.
he's been through.
Not that anyone was
You must
asking.
be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master?
Aye, just a
Here you
tad.
are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my
No,
lady.
no, I'm teetotal. Alcohol's the...
When we're done, we can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady.
Wow.
Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Ciao.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
What? What's wrong with sleeping in boot? Okay, right, anyway. Not going to get into my habits, you know, wink wink. I'm just kidding. Oh, is that it? We don't get to eat?
Something to
We eat. Oh, we do have to eat. Go to the court. Okay. Wait, hang on a minute. Hang on. Hold on. Where's the inventory button? There it is. Right, quest log. I'll have to eat before I go to sleep. My stomach's too empty to let me rest. I wish everything that happened today had just been a bad dream and that I'll wake up to the sound of father hammering on his anvil and mother humming while she cooks. It's pretty sad, because of course he lost his family. But that gives a hook to the story, I guess. Wait, N. Kitchens. Medieval kitchens differed in the countryside, the city, and At court, in earlier times, everything was cooked outdoors, while later, at the time of our narrative, which, if you remember, is the 15th century, I think. It's around the time of the reformer Jan Hus, who I did a dissertation on at university. So it's around the early 15th century, I think. So around the time of this narrative, stove hearths were built, which served for heating the home as well as cooking. Some kitchens had an open fireplace indoors with smoke drawn off small windows and fume hoods. When we speak of the so-called smoke kitchens or black kitchen, this was largely a feature of taverns, mills, presbyteries and manors, which I'm guessing that's got its name from the smoke blackened walls around it. Right. E. Now what? How do we eat though? Bread roll? Yeah, why not? I think we've got to go into our inventory and do it. Just eat it all. Eat it all. I know if you're starving and you eat too quickly or too much, it can be bad for you. But I'm just saying it's... I don't think Henry's quite in this kind of state. So how do you eat? E. How do we know when we're nourished? Oh, I see. There's a nourishment bar. Let's eat all that. Oh, I didn't want to eat that. Oh, I thought we could use our mouse to... Oh yeah, we can. We just need to click. Does it need to go up to 100? Should we eat all those? They're just savoury though. 82. Do we need to get up to 100? It's gone. We're up at 108. Energy 13. I think we've eaten enough. You've eaten too much. Oh no! Food and poisoning. Your character is a man of flesh and blood and has to eat and sleep to survive. It's not wise to ignore hunger. The longer you go without food, the weaker you get. If you fast long enough, you can even die. But one food is not like another. An apple won't fill you up like a roast duck, but it will stay fresh for longer. I feel a bit silly. The opposite of hunger is overeating. Stuffing yourself like a pig, as I just did, has the advantage that you won't need to eat for longer, but a full belly will slow you down, and like with hunger, your stamina will regenerate more slowly. You can see whether you need to eat in the... Okay. Oh, P. So if we press P... Yeah, this will take us here. Oh, can we level up? I don't think so. Don't think so. Although, hang on, it does have a star. So that leads me to believe that we might be able to. Is that... Hang on. First aid. Can we click on one of these and does it do something? Maybe not. Right. Okay, never mind. Ah, I see. I don't really see. Oh, that's all -1. Possibly because of... Oh, I need to drink. Let's drink some wine. Oh, wow, this guy's very sleepy. Can we drink the wine? Wine.
My word.
E, pick up.
Oh, good God.
Right. Shall we eat
I
the
need
wine?
to lie down before I split my
You're
face
stuffed.
open.
Wait until you've digested your food. What? Wine will help. So I guess going over 100's not a good idea. At least we've learnt that. Right. Let's go to the bedchambers. Sup. Yo, could you move out the way, please? Wow, it's still bright. I'm just following the compass, or the thing at the top. Okay, I think we went the wrong way. It's in here we've got to go. I thought there might be a side door, but there's not. Wow, this guy's very tired. Oh, come on. Just survive. Survive a wee bit longer. Is this it? Is this it? Right. If you're tired, your stamina and eloquence will also gradually decrease. Sit on it. Is E. How do we take our boots off? Hang on. Hang on, hang on. Can we take the boots off? Old boots. How do we drop them? X. Okay, there we go. We've got our boots off. And sleep is E. There we go. How long do you want to sleep? Oh, it's like Skyrim, so we can choose. Let's sleep for a full... Wait, you can't sleep any longer. Rubbish. Former Chelsea player Michael Essien slept for 14 hours. Oh, rubbish. Okay, let's just sleep for 11. Oh, look at it. It shows you your nourishment. Yeah, it shows you how it affects you. Energy goes right up. Health goes right up. Comfort. So it's not really going to help if we just sleep for... Well, let's just sleep for the full 12, shall we? Right, ready? 3, 2, 1, start. I feel like doing the countdown theme tune. Oh, never mind. I thought it was going to play the whole thing, and we were going to have to, like, just bide our time.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
Cringe.
I thought you could do with a little wine.
What's it with everyone being alkies? Like, come on.
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
It's like Will Castilicone wrote this game, or wrote the script.
Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you.
Pastoral care. I like it.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry.
Okay, I'm cringing a little
this is
bit.
all
I'm not going to
very
lie.
New and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
And I'm going to have to, like, be the one that does it, right? I'm going to have to, like, decide what he says. Oh, please tell me the time between the dialogue and me deciding what to say is... Oh, come on. What? Oh, right, okay. Tell the story of the raid. Why would you just not talk about... I mean, I know you're, like, trying to be in character and all that, but... It's a no-brainer.
You're right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected.
Plot twist, she's a bad guy.
The day started
Or
just like any
girl.
other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
I went to the... Oh, what?
A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
Success.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
Who? Oh, talked about life.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
Success. Oh.
Sigismund's horde was already on the
I see.
horizon, ready to...
I
attack
forgot
the town.
that what I say has an effect.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town. which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
Success.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Oh, what?
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the
I hate how
town,
it doesn't give you
surrounded by
much time to
Sigismund's
think about these
butchers.
things, but I guess
And then
that's the whole
saw him
point.
knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him.
Man at
Cut
arms,
down
they're
my
called.
father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it.
Ah, because
Let's
you were
find
too busy
another way
fooling
to save
about
myself.
like a Haddie.
The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Unlucky that they followed you.
I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them.
Should we let time run
They
out?
encircled the castle.
Like,
It was
just to
clear
see
they
what
could
it
stop
does?
me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Or was that part of the
And I heard a
success?
scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to. Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzik, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
Because people are flipping evil?
God
I
alone
mean,
knows
sorry,
why
no,
he lets
anyway.
such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world.
This is quite deep,
That is the work
actually.
of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith.
It's called the total
whatever
depravity
life
of man.
brings.
Or that's something to do with it.
Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force.
Some obscure name,
He
I have no
stormed
idea.
the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough
Sorry,
of
I was
your
just
own.
cringing.
I'll go and let you sleep.
Yeah, go. Ciao. No, don't say
I
anything.
enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Shalom. Right, go to sleep. Hold your wish and go to sleep. This is quite deep. You gotta admit, this is very, very deep. Maybe this is why it was a successful game. I don't know if it was successful. I'm guessing it was successful.